So I'm literally sitting here outside working, and I felt something was moving around my feet. This is absolutely disgusting. So today is episode number 21. So it's been a great Easter weekend, and I hope you had a great Easter weekend with your family. As a family, we do end up playing a lot of games. Today I really want to talk a little bit about games. I think life is like a game. Let me explain. In every game itself, no matter you're playing chess, you're playing Trouble, Rummikub, Kudos, Monopoly, whatever game you're playing or any type of card game, there's always an objective to win. Like in chess, you have to beat the king. In Cluedo, you got to find the murderer. So no matter what games you play, there's a clear objective. But like in life, we also have an objective. In life, we have a purpose of what we're trying to go after. And this is one of the things I've been struggling with in the last couple of weeks. I've been thinking about reinventing myself. I believe every 4 to 5 years, you need to reinvent yourself. You need to sort of figure out exactly what's the next move. It can't be doing the same thing over and over again. Right now, I'm looking at, where do I want to go in the next few years? Where do I need to reinvent myself? What parts of my business, what parts of myself do I need to reinvent? And oftentimes that's a struggle. Oftentimes that is it's easier said than done. What am I afraid of? What am I really struggling through? What am I really leaning into? What am I not leaning into? What I struggle with the most is actually finding that clarity rather than being stuck. What I decided to do is get as clear as possible, and so that at least I have something to aim for. Because if you don't have anything to aim for, if you don't actually have some sort of objective, then it's kind of no point playing the game. And I'm talking about the game of life. I mean, if you think about, what's the point of playing chess if there is no objective? What's the point of playing any game? I'm not suggesting that winning at a game is the only objective. I'm just saying that any game in life is that it's worth having some sort of objective to live by. If the objective is to have as much fun in the game as possible, then that is an objective, right? But if you're just playing for the sake of playing, and there's no clear benefit for what you're doing, then you're really wasting time. It's really boring. And our question is that whether you're just wasting time, or you're actually avoiding a challenge, or you're avoiding a fear. I mean, living life is really about getting the most out of it, and playing a game is really just that. But like in life, there's not one single strategy that's going to get you from point A to point B. There's plenty of ways to actually get there, to win a game. There's plenty of ways to win chess, but there's only one objective. Some strategies will work and some strategies won't, but it also depends on the day. It depends on a couple situations. Number one, it depends on the players that you're playing against or with, and also number two, it actually depends on the cards that you dealt with. Because no matter what game you play, the landscape constantly changes. It depends on the cards that you dealt with, or it depends on how the player moves against you, and depends on what players buy, what you land, the luck of the roll of the dice. All of that matters in terms of how you actually play. Because of the changing landscape of any particular game, you have to learn to adapt your strategy. You have to learn to adapt your tactics. And that's why it's so important to constantly reinvent yourself, but also reinvent your business. When you're playing a game designed by another company, you're playing their objective, and they also give you the rules of the game. But in your game of life, you're the maker, you're the creator, you're the person who actually creates the objective. You also create the rules and the constraints that you actually have for yourself. That's very, very clear. And if you can do that, if you play to your rules, if you design your own game, you have your own objectives, and you have your own players, your own challenges, and the way you want to play it. You get to structure it the way you want. And the fun thing about that is that you not only get to be the player, but you also be the game designer. So I was sitting here trying to work and just brainstorming and doing some stuff, and then I felt there was like a bit of a tickle in my shoe or my sandals. I'm gonna show you what this is. That was literally crawling. You gotta say that's the most unusual thing I've ever felt. I think I just looked it up. I think it's a unicorn caterpillar. I don't know what to say. Honestly, I really don't know what to say. I don't know if it came from underneath here. I don't even know how I'd not felt it in the first place. And so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it and keep it for the kids to kind of explore. Now that Christian is back, and Kaya's back, they actually took a look at the caterpillar. We're gonna release it back in the wild. All right, let's do this. like me who is trying to reinvent themselves or their business? I'd love to know about it. Comment below this particular video or maybe message me personally. My dog Briar, our dog, family dog, just woke up just a little unwell today. I'm not sure what's going on. She doesn't seem herself. She's moving very, very slowly. Getting late in the day and yeah, just getting a little bit worried. So I'm gonna take her to the vet.